Z-A-I-D-I-B-O-Y. And I got a clip on there called Derek the Bus Driver. I got a clip called Dave the Bus Driver. I'm wondering, Tony, huh? Absolutely. I talk to you guys all the time. Like, some guys are like, well, the hours are very long, and I'm working 12 to 9. Other guys are like, do you mind if I have one?
All these guys here.
Hey, do you mind if I talk to you and put you on there too? Are you? Please, man. You're such a cool guy.
No, I know. I'm not a guy to go on YouTube. That's why.
I'm not going to say something silly. I want to represent the TTC, man. This guy here, he's the shit, man. I could roll a dude with this guy, and we'd be sitting out smoking, and then he'd get on his bus. I know this shit.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
So what do you think of people like, what's the biggest problem in this job? Do you mind me if I ask? And I'll just say, for instance, the hours are one thing some people talk about. Obviously, the weather when it's bad. And then another thing is people, this is a big one. People pulling out in front of you, not respecting a bus. Like, when I'm driving, I'll be like slowing down from 50 feet away, right? Apparently, some people cut y'all off and whatnot. Does it bother you when they do that? Or does it happen to you at all, sir?
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, you're smart. He's a smart guy too. He's a very smart guy. All right, whatever. I'll leave you be, man. I'll just ramble on and do my own thing. So, but I still will call it Tony the bus driver. Just Google Tony the bus driver, TTC, and all this kind of stuff on YouTube, and you might find it in the coming week or so. All right. You're a great guy, my friend. I hope I see you again. So, folks, what I'm doing right now is I wanted to call this one Project EMC, or the disaster or the tragedy at EMC, or EMG, European Marketing Group. That's where I'm headed right now. It's
next stop, Passmore Avenue.
Basically at freaking Midland in Progress. I'm going to pick up a couple of coffees from Coffee Time, okay? And then what I'm going to do is basically go see Peter. Peter runs the company. His whole sales team has quit on it after falling out with Steve Lawrence, Steve Chalk Lawrence, the legend. Legendary Steve Lawrence. Now, Steve Lawrence, before anything else, let me just make the following statement that will blow your mind. He's so good in this industry in which we sell, in which I sold, and hopefully will be selling again for Peter if he's got like his stuff around him, like he used to, like his wits and whatnot. If he sees me and freaks out and thinks whatever Steve is trying to get me to think he's going to think, then that's one thing. But Steve is so good. Other competitors would get their reps to call customers or companies saying, my name is Steve Lawrence. And then Steve is so good that his customers would call him and say, Steve, what's going on here, man? I just got a call from a guy who says he's Steve Lawrence. But he doesn't know about the yacht trip or whatever the heck it is. Right, so that kind of rubbish. So the company basically disintegrated. I was lecturing Steve yesterday about the fact that, hey man, don't you think Dave Packard and Bill Hewlett fucking fought at all, man? Or what about Jobs and Wazinski, man? You know, do you think they ever had fallen out, man? I said, listen, man, all great companies were always started by more than one person, as far as I can tell, man, as far as I can freaking tell. Man, you gotta get over this shit, man. It's called ego. Steve is a goddamn genius. He was my sales manager, and I'm hoping he's gonna be my future sales manager, or Peter gives me a chance to start selling and putting together a goddamn team. He doesn't have a goddamn company. You don't have a company without salespeople. People look down on salespeople. Like, salespeople are like, for instance, like looking down on money. Money runs the world. Salespeople run companies. Everything is salespeople. It's all sales or sales support. That's what another sales VP of mine used to say in the past. It's true. And it's not about shoving stuff down your throat. It's about figuring out what the hell we can do to help your dumbass, man. And how the hell did we get into this position in the first place? Where the hell are we, McNichol? We've not passed progress yet, have we? No, we've not. Okay, good. Thanks. Sorry, Tony. Sorry, buddy. So there you go. Project EMG. So I'm walking there with coffees, just like the old times. Small with 1-1 for, what's his name? Mr. Chow, I guess. Peter. And, you know, like extra large, whatever for myself. And got my resume here. You know, I've never even showed Peter my resume. Heck, it's a telemarketing joint. Resume, come in with a resume, you're obviously not going to work out. You know what I mean? And my whole thing's going to be, here's what it is. First of all, get on the phone, have some fucking fun, right? Sell some shit, whatever. Just have some fun. Talk to people. Just open your mouth and say what comes out. It's not like scripts. It's nothing like that. Of course there's scripts, but at the other end, it's like having lots of fun, folks. If anyone's seeing this and they're interested, it's 3emg.com, okay? 3emg.com. It's up here in Scarborough, right? And we need folks. We need fucking people with brains who want to make money, man. You can make 40, 50 easily doing that. Doing, like, nothing, man. You're just talking to people all day. How hard can that be, man? I don't understand what the problem is. It's all psychological. Anyway. sell for Peter, and then at the same time, then it's going to be like, Peter, listen, man, I'm not a sales manager. And I've always told sales managers I don't want to be a sales manager in case they thought I was looking for their job and all this kind of rubbish that goes on in the corporate world, which I left 2 years ago, as you know, and just got fired from fucking again another 2 weeks ago. Listen, Peter, give me a chance. I don't even want Steve's office, man. We'll put an ad in TGG or whatever, and any fucking person that answers the phone is going to get a single response. Do you know this is a commission sales job? They'll be like, yes. I won't even be like, are you happy with that? I'll be like, get your ass in here, here's the address. Guy shows up, I give him the script, I say, there's the phone. Now, what you gotta do is tell me whether you want to call trucking companies or farmer golf show types or whatever, and get him working, man. Just get his ass working. Just put him on the phone fucking right away. Don't talk to him, save that energy, pick up the phone. There's no wrong you can do. If you let out one swear word, that's fine. You'll get a reprimand, all this kind of rubbish. You know, folks, in the industry that we work in, promotional marketing items, so we'll sell people like promotional items for their companies to give out to their customers and all this rubbish. People swear, people call their customers assholes. What they say is that you need to get the person to emote, right? So it doesn't matter what you say and how angry they get, that's good. Because at least angry is emotional, and emotional means he's going to do something, right? So you'll be like, hey, Bob, you're so dumb, man. You're so goddamn dumb. I'm sorry to say this, Mr. Derek or whatever the hell. How the hell do you expect to grow your business without doing anything, man? You're just sitting around all day planting onions and expecting fucking dollar bills to sprout out of there, man. What we're giving you is fucking value, bro. You buy these knives at Canadian Tire for 25 bucks, man. You're getting them 10 a piece, engraved in a box, like basically impervious to fucking all known elements and all this kind of rubbish. Now you've noticed that I swore, I demeaned the guy. That's how they do this shit, man. There's a guy called Bill Taylor. He drives a fucking high-class Mercedes, and he's a goddamn millionaire, practically. I'm sure he is, literally. But he is one practically. He comes in, he's the nicest looking guy in the world. When he's on the sales floor, giving his early morning and then 1 o'clock speech, fucking guy just explodes into this frenzy of frenetic energy. He's practically, like, he's foaming at the mouth, man. His reps, there's a guy at his place, I worked at Bill Taylor's too for 1 week, and then I was like, I'm out of here, man. This is not for me. Shit, we passed it, haven't we? We haven't. Okay, we haven't. I'm just so paranoid about these goddamn bus trips, man. Anyhow. So, Bill Taylor's folks swear. Steve Lawrence comes in after being a holistic goddamn psychotherapist. Holistic, not just a physiotherapist. Holistic physiotherapist. Or a psychotherapist, one of the two. I think it was physio, I'm not sure. And he left all that stuff behind and became a sales guy for whatever reason, right? And he transformed the industry. His approach is the total opposite. This kind of stuff is the kind of stuff that you've never even heard of, right? And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm on my way to see Peter, right? He's like, hi sir, it's Steve calling from blah blah blah. May I have, like, he's like, we have an item that has been very popular with investors like yourself. Then he's like, may I have the honor of giving you my 90-second pitch to see if it's something that interests you. The guy's got like a book of like hundreds of goddamn customers that will not buy from anyone except for him, as far as I can tell, right? Why the hell do you think that is? And now he's run off, man. He's fucking run off, man. It was a perfect goddamn setup, and once again he cops out or egos out, or I don't care what it is, man. I really don't care. I know Peter, and I know Steve, and they're both stand-up guys, and this is like stupid shit. The last thing I would have expected to happen. And I was like, listen, Steve, what if, I was like, being a sales guy, I told him exactly what I wanted in my first couple of sentences. I was like, Steve, can you envisage, even hypothetically or whatever, a situation where you're back working again, we got a team, we're growing, and we're looking for getting another office and all this kind of rubbish. And Peter has said sorry and made amends. And as soon as I said that, I realized how stupid it was. I was like, you know what, Steve? Fucking made amends? What the hell, man? I know that guy didn't rip you off. This guy would call me up in Calgary to make sure he's got my address right to send me fucking checks, man. In the middle of running a goddamn company that's disintegrating all around him. Besides which, I mean, you need to talk to the guy for just a minute to get a pretty good, you know, character inference, man. Everyone thinks they can read people, and I'm one of those people too. So fuck. Like, I've always thought Peter stand up, and he's never for an instant, only one instant there was that he kind of beckoned to me as if I was his servant. And I was like, listen, motherfucker, I work here. I ain't no man's servant, all right? Like, we got a saying that Allah has created people free, so don't be anyone's slave. He loved that shit, man. He's like, no worries, man. He's got his cowboy boots on and everything. Anyhow, I'm like, Steve, I know that Peter didn't do nothing to you, and that you're being a dick, basically, is what I inferred. And he wasn't having anything of it. He's like, if Peter's there, I'm not there. I'm not going to work there as long as Peter's there. That's it. He still works for the guy from home. That's the weird thing, because money talks, right? Money talks, but fucking egos talk louder or something, man. It's terrible, viewer. It's goddamn fucking terrible. I don't know what I've been blabbing about, but this was meant to be called, it is going to be called, because I said it would be called Tony, as in Italiano. I love Italians, man. Italians are very fucking passionate people. Apparently they fight each other. You know that shit? They fight, like families will punch each other, and that shit is considered normal. Like when you get angry at someone, and then it's all like, oh, ma bene, and then they kiss each other on the cheek like it's nothing, man. Fucking different kind of universe out there in Sicily and some of these places. Gomorrah, huh? You say that shit, man, and the hairs in the back of the neck start to rankle. Anyhow, rankle's not the right word, which means I should be saying goodbye. You know I don't like to do this, dear viewer, but what I do like is your comments. Anything, absolutely anything you put into that comment box is appreciated. If you put in like a $sign followed by like the greater than sign and then a smiley face, which actually seems to mean something, but I don't know, just put any jibber jabber in there. Heck, don't even put nothing in there, see what happens. Try and send a comment with blank space, man. Call it an experiment. Do something different today, for God's sake. Alright? Okay, and watch some of that other stuff and help me become famous and all that kind of usual shit. Take it easy.